This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, good evening and welcome once again to Terry Gregg Court in the Shelton High School Mini Dome. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of high school basketball with an Evergreen Conference boys game featuring the Rochester Warriors and the Shelton Highclimbers. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is
Gerald Apple.
Aiden Yu is our technical director tonight, and Daryl White will be helping us out with statistics. Shelton is 7-7 on the season, 4-4 in EVCO play, currently 4th in the standings. Highclimbers have dropped their last 3 games, losing at Black Hills last Thursday 54-49, falling twice to Tumwater 57-49 on Monday, 54-43 on Tuesday. Prior to this skid, the Climbers had won 6 in a row with their last win over Rochester. Figure that one out. Rochester has a 2-10 overall record, 0-8 in the conference. The Warriors have lost 3 in a row as well, including falling at Aberdeen 70-43 on Wednesday, 43-41 to Centralia last Thursday, and 59-37 to Shelton on January 10th. Those losses follow Rochester's second win of the season, 49-38 over Winlock on January 8th. This is the second meeting of the season between the Highclimbers and the Warriors. In the first game, Shelton's Wheatley Cordova hit 6 3-pointers in that 59-37 win and finished with 22 points. Could go off again tonight, we don't know. Coming up, we'll talk with Shelton coach Sam Krieger, give you the starters, and of course, tip-off is Evergreen Conference boys basketball, the Rochester Warriors at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
As AmeriCorps members and volunteers, we do more than talk about our core values. We take action and commit to making our community stronger.
At AmeriCorps, my commitment to equity gives every student a strong start.
Our compassion brings food and friendship to neighbors in need.
My determination protects parks in my community.
Now more than ever, your community needs you. What's at your core? Learn more at AmeriCorps.gov.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit lockssavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
And we're back here in the Mini Dome. Dietrich Allen, Jerry Apple, Aiden Yu, Daryl White. That's our crew tonight. Have a special guest up here over in the corner. Jarek Pringle's in the building. Nice to see the old coach.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. Well, speaking of coaches, well, about an hour ago, I had a quick conversation with Shelton coach Sam Krieger. Coach Krieger, last couple of games didn't go your way, to say the least. Kind of hard to get a back-to-back game against the same team, right?
Yeah, and their size advantage and their strength plays into that too. I mean, it's tough to fight against a bigger team 2 nights in a row. And they're a great team too. And we didn't help ourselves as well. We had to do a better job taking care of the basketball.
So, with the loss to Black Hills and the 2 to Tumwater, where are you sitting standings-wise?
I think we're 4th. I honestly don't pay attention to that right now. Yeah.
So you're just worried about what has to happen to your team going forward, right?
Exactly. I want to win games, so I don't really care where the standing is now. I mean, I think we're 4th. I believe that's what it is. But I'm just focused on winning the next game.
So let's talk about the next game. Rochester, program a little down this year. Seems like, again, you don't want to overlook these guys, though.
No, certainly not. A team like that, too, when pressure's off, when everybody else is expecting you to lose, you have nothing to lose. There's no consequences for shots. You get them up, and sometimes those guys can catch fire, and then as a team that's expected to win, now you're in a real hole.
So let's talk about your team. I see you got Bennett Henry back.
Yeah, Bennett came back and played great for us in the Tumwater games. Defensively and rebounding when we were there, and then here that as well as scoring. He got his shot going, got some points on the board, so I'm looking for him to be a big lift for us. He's a big body, and a big body that can shoot as well.
Any other changes for you?
No changes. You'll see he'll be wearing number 32 as a point guard from the JV, Jeremy Myers. He'll be coming up today. Maybe play some quarters, but other than that, no changes.
Well, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, I got to bring up my volume again to start talking. That's Coach Sam Krieger talking about his team, and got a new face out there tonight, so we'll see how Jeremy does. Jeremy Myers. Got to double check that.
A sophomore.
Sophomore. He's been playing a lot of JV lately. So
and has made a lot of improvements.
Right. So speaking of players, we're going to step aside. Jerry will have those starters when we come back. It's Rochester, Shelton tonight, Evergreen Conference basketball in the Mini Dome on Terry Gregg Court. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
And we're back here in the mini dome just ahead of, well, the national anthem. So we're going to push Jerry back a couple of minutes here while we step aside, get you the starters in a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
With every load secured, every cigarette butt that doesn't go out the window, every fast food bag that arrives at its proper destination, and every time we politely say, hey, there's a better place for that, Washington gets a little cleaner, a little safer, a little more breathtaking. Because small choices add up to a home we can all be proud of. We keep Washington litter-free.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And we're back here at the mini dome, starting lineups time, and here's Jerry Apple.
Okay, for the visiting Rochester Warriors under Coach Daryl Robello. At one guard, a 6-foot junior, number 2, Braden O'Connor. At the other guard, 6-foot junior, number 22, Ricardo Brutini. At one forward, a 6'2 junior, number 3, Colton Weiss. At the other forward, a 6'1 junior, number 5, Tristan Nelson, and rounding out the starting lineup at center, 6'2 junior, number 20, Lane Morgan. And now your starters for the Shelton Highclimbers under Sam Krieger. At one guard, number 3, a 6'2 senior, Gabe Conklin. At the other guard, a 6-foot senior, number 14, Dante Cruz. At one forward, number 33, a 6'2 senior, Wheatley Cordova. At the other forward, number 1, a 6'1 senior, Omar Zapata Soto. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Highclimbers, a 6'3 senior, number 22, Journey Bear Perez.
All right, thank you, Jerry. Those are your starters for both teams. They'll finish announcing here. We'll step aside for the tip-off. It's coming up on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
And we're back here waiting for the tip-off. Highclimbers in their usual home white with the red trim and numbers. The Warriors are in the blue with the gold numbers and trim and letters, of course. So it will be Weiss and the Journey Bear, and the tip is won by the Highclimbers as Conklin comes across the midcourt. Holds it between the circles, swinging it over near side. Here's Cordova. Wheatley up top. On the dribbles, high post feed to Conklin. Conklin one dribble down. It goes to, well, he tried to feed it down to Journey Bear. It's a little out of his reach, out of bounds. So the Warriors will get the ball in the backcourt. Brutini will get it into O'Connor, and O'Connor gets back to Brutini, and here come the Warriors. Far sideline up top, it goes to O'Connor. Over to the near side, Weiss up top now. Brutini down on the far sideline. It's it again to, it's a Weiss, isn't it? Here is O'Connor. Had it poked out of his hands, and here comes Wheatley Cordova up the far sideline for the Highclimbers. No score as of yet. 7:10 to go here, first quarter. Cordova with the ball between the circles. Dribbles over to the left. He'll lob it down to a wide open Zepeda Soto. Put it up, and it'll drop in. Omar with the first basket of the game.
Nice assist from Wheatley Cordova.
Looks like the Warriors are going to slow pace down or try to control the pace here on the Highclimbers. As Brutini drives the baseline, gets it up to O'Connor. O'Connor stops, had it blocked by Cruz, recovered by Zepeda Soto. He'll get it to Conklin. Conklin brings the ball across midcourt, leaves it there for Zepeda Soto. Warriors in a 2-3 zone. Conklin has it now back to Zepeda Soto. Omar swings it over to Cruz. Cruz finds a cutter, and that's Conklin who put it up, missed the shot but drew the foul, and Gabe to the free throw line. That will go on Lane Morgan, his first team foul. Conklin at the free throw line for the first of two. First one is a little short. 6:25 to go here, first quarter, 2-0, Shelton with the lead. And the Highclimbers gave Conklin as another free throw. Second one, just off the back of the iron, rebound pulled down by Nelson. He'll get it to Weiss. Over to Brutini. Brutini trying to drive. Draws a triple team and throws it into the hands of Conklin. Conklin across court, into backcourt to Cordova. Wheatley to the three-point arc. Over to Cruz, back to Cordova. Opposite side now is Zepeda Soto. Looking in the corner, he'll dribble up top. Near side, Cordova for three. Oh, Cruz with the rebound. He'll turn around and reset for the Highclimbers. Zepeda Soto. Back to Cordova, up top to Zepeda Soto. Over to Cordova into the corner. He'll dribble up and reset again, 20 on the shot clock. Opposite side now, Zepeda Soto. Cordova, Cruz now in the corner, looking for Journey Bear. He'll bounce it into the side of the paint, and it's Conklin. Conklin put it in the middle and finds Zepeda Soto. He'll shuffle a pass in the paint to Journey Bear. Missed the first one, got it again. Second one does not fall. Rebound pulled down by Weiss for the Warriors. Ball poked out of the hand on the dribble by Journey Bear, right in the hand of Zepeda Soto. And another turnover for the Warriors. Here's Cruz with the ball. Back up top to Zepeda Soto. Over to Cordova. To Zepeda Soto, working between the circles. Back to Cordova, and Wheatley lost the handle of that one, out of bounds. Warrior ball. 4:54 to go, first quarter, 2-0, Shelton with the lead. This is Brutini. Handed off to, this is Weiss. Weiss will dribble to the three-point arc. He's guarded by Cruz. Cross-court pass is knocked away and stolen by Zepeda Soto. And Omar will bring it across midcourt on the run. He'll stop between the circles, set the offense for the Highclimbers. Over to Cruz, far side. Back up top to Zepeda Soto, near side. Cordova back to Zepeda Soto. And Cordova in the corner for three. That's in. That's Wheatley's first three in the ball game, making it 5-0. 4:15 to go, first quarter. Here's Brutini in backcourt. Met by Cruz crossing midcourt. And another near steal as Zepeda Soto knocked that pass out of bounds. The pass was to O'Connor. It'll be Warrior sideline inbounds.
And Shelton's playing a tough man-to-man defense.
Ethan Rodriguez checked in for the Warriors. He has the ball now. He'll dribble the side of the paint, leave it there for Brutini. Brutini into the corner, three on the way by O'Connor. That goes in. Makes it 5-3. 3:50 to go here, first quarter. Here's Cruz with the ball in the front court for the Highclimbers. Side of the paint, feed to Conklin. He'll do a nice ball fake, put it up and in. Gabe Conklin with his first basket of the night, and it's 7-3. Here's O'Connor. And Brutini will get a high post feed. Out it goes to Rodriguez. Hook it past the baseline. That's Morgan. Up top to a new guy in there. That's Rotter. Rotter, foul line jumper over Journey Bear, short. Recovered by Cordova. He'll push it up to Cruz. Cruz stops. Had the ball blocked out of his hands. Recovered, though, by Journey Bear. His shot is short and slapped out to the top of the key. And here come the Warriors. Here's Rotter with it. Over to O'Connor for three. That's off the glass and in. I'm sorry, that was Brutini, excuse me. He hit the three. It's a 1-point lead for the Highclimbers, 7-6, 2:45 to go first quarter. Cruz with it, far side. Back up top and around the horn it goes to Cordova. Back to Cordova in the corner for three. Another three in the cup there for Wheatley. That gives him 6 points, pushes the lead 10-6. Here's Brutini with the ball. Over goes to Rodriguez. High post feed to, that's Brutini. Out it goes cross court. And here's O'Connor for three in the corner. That's up and over the backboard, out of bounds. Matt Carlton will step onto the court for the Highclimbers. Journey Bear will get a rest. 10 for Shelton, 6 for Rochester, 2:10 to go first quarter. Shelton with the ball. Here's Omar Zepeda Soto. Get over to Conklin. Back to Zepeda Soto. Near side to Cordova. Looking to Cordova. Do a couple of dribbles and then get it back to Zepeda Soto. High post speed to Conklin. Looking for Carlton. Ball deflected out of bounds by the quick hands of Brutini. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Left of the backboard. And timeout has been called. 1:52 to go here in the first quarter. Shelton 10. Rochester 6. We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. Hey, every Friday, MasonWebTV.com provides helpful driving tips with the Wise Drive, a weekly column by Doug Dahl, a communications lead for the Washington Traffic Safety Commission, and a self-confessed traffic safety nerd. The Wise Drive is like Dear Abby, but for driving. The column is primarily driven by reader questions, but also covers current traffic safety issues. The Wise Drive appears in numerous newspapers in Washington and is posted at MasonWebTV.com every Friday. So coming out of go ahead, Jared. Sorry, go ahead, Jared.
Each team is allowed 5 timeouts, 3 twos, 3 fulls, and 2 30s.
Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Left of the backboard, Cruz will trigger the play. As Bennett Henry checked in before the timeout, he'll get the ball into the foul line. A little elbow jumper, this in and out. Rebound, Carlton had it, and it's tied up. He ties up O'Connor, and that'll be a alternating possession. The possession goes over to Rochester. Here's Brutini with the ball, shy mid-court. Guarded by Cordova. Dribbles to the sideline, still has his dribble. Trying to get by Wheatley. Leave it in the corner there for Rodriguez. He'll drive in with a little short jumper that's off. And the ball went out of bounds off of Henry. Henry took a shot in the face there. I don't know how he managed to get a piece of that ball out of bounds. It'll be Rochester ball. Baseline inbounds. Lob it in to O'Connor. Finds Rodriguez. The foul line is stolen away by Cordova. Wheatley up the far sidelines. Finds Cruz in the corner for three. That's in. Dante Cruz pushes the lead 13-6. 1:15 to go first quarter.
We're 3 for 4 from the three-point land for the Highclimbers.
Here's O'Connor with the ball, trying to get by Zepeda Soto. Trying to go down into it. It's deflected out of bounds. I don't know who got a piece of that one.
It was Soto.
Okay.
Omar Zepeda Soto made the block.
Baseline inbounds, almost under the basket. Inbounds into the far corner, and that goes to Rotter. Up top it goes to O'Connor. Back to Rotter. Rotter drives baseline, pulls up. Out it goes to the elbow for a three by Brutini. That's off. Rebound saved in bounds by Rochester's Rodriguez, but right to Carlton. Here are the Highclimbers. There's Cruz for three. That's off. And the rebound controlled by Brutini. Brutini gonna push the pace and a little scoop going coast to coast, goes in. 5 points for Ricardo. 25 seconds remains here in the first quarter. 13-8 is our score. Shelton with the lead in the ball. High post feed to Henry. Back out to Zepeda Soto. He'll take a three. That's off. Rebound. Cruz taps it into the corner, tracks it down, controls it, and he's bumped out of bounds. But they're not going to get a foul. It's just going to be a turnover. 11 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Inbounds to O'Connor. Back to Brutini at mid-court. Trying to get by Cordova. Spins and will leave it there for Rotter. Rotter spinning in the foul line. Puts it up at the buzzer. Oh, it went all the way around it, deep in the cup and popped out. Well, we're through one quarter. Shelton 13, Rochester 8. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
And we're back here in the Mini Dome waiting for the start of the second quarter. 13 for Shelton, 8 for Rochester. Leading scorer in the ballgame is Wheatley Cordova with 6. For Shelton, Ricardo Brutini has 5.
And Rochester has created 7 turnovers compared to only 3 for the Highclimbers.
Climbers will start the second quarter with the ball. They have Carlton, Cordova, Henry. Let's see, Ben Watkins is checked in, and Zepeda Soto, who gets it into Cordova to start the quarter. Wheatley trying to get by the defensive Rotter. Handed off to Henry up top between the circles. Little lob pass to Carlton. He draws a double team. He'll put it on the floor, try and drive out of that double team. Finds Henry on the far side. Gets it right back to Carlton on the box. Back out to Henry. Henry for 3 in the corner. That's short. Rebound pulled down by O'Connor. Actually, no, that was a Weiss. He'll get it to O'Connor. Back to Weiss up top. Over to Rotter far side. He fakes baseline, goes middle, goes right to the hoop. Kick it to the near corner. Actually, this is Rotter with a 3 in and out. It was actually Nelson on that driving kick. And the Highclimbers get the ball right back. Here goes Zepeda Soto down the baseline. He draws a foul. Probably going to go on Braden O'Connor. It does. It's his first team foul on Rochester in the second quarter. It'll be baseline inbounds left of the backboard for the Highclimbers. Henry will trigger the play. He'll lob it into Cordova. We'll get it over to, well, it's a turnaround jumper by Carlton. Missed it, got his own rebound, goes right up and in for the putback. And that's Matt's first basket tonight. We were chatting with Matt before the game. Told him he has to have a good game tonight. Here is Rodriguez on the dribble. Try to hand it off to Weiss. Pass down to Nelson. Saved inbounds by Henry. Bennett will get it into the hands of Carlton. Will hand it off to Zepeda Soto. Omar on the dribble. Going to drive down the lane. Puts it up. Missed the shot. Carlton comes up with a rebound and a fight with it. A jump ball called. He was fighting with Nelson. And it looked like Weiss. But as a jump ball called, alternating possession goes to Rochester. Do you think Matt's listened to us at all about having a good game tonight?
Well, he's really hustling out there, that's for sure.
Inbounds. Goes right back to O'Connor. He'll bring it across midcourt. Get it to Weiss. High post feed. Goes to Rodriguez. He's got Carlton all over him. Turns and avoids the defense. Finds the cutter. That's Weiss to the baseline. Out it goes to Nelson for 3. That's in. Tristan Nelson with his first points of the game. 4-point lead for the Highclimbers, 15-11. 6:05 remains here in the first half. Zepeda Soto with the dribbles. Guarded by O'Connor. Avoids a lunging Rotter. Gets it to Watkins. Back to Zepeda Soto. Drive into the paint. Hesitate. Go right to the hoop. Up. In. Count it. Foul. Omar to the free throw line for possible 3-point play.
Yeah, they're not posting the fouls tonight.
Now the foul went on Ethan Rodriguez, his first.
Yep.
Should be the third team foul. Is that right, Jerry?
Yes, that is correct.
That's not being posted either. Let's see here. Cordova will step out. Cruz is back in there. I didn't see him go out. Free throw by Zepeda Soto is off the glass and in. Give him 5 points. Pushes the lead to 7 for the Highclimbers, 18-11.
Yeah, their biggest lead, 18-11.
Here's a quick pass out to the baseline, and up top it goes to Smith. Cole Smith in the ballgame for the first time. They'll find Nelson. Nelson to Rodriguez up top. Back over to Smith. And here is Weiss to Rodriguez in the corner. Finds a Weiss down the lane to put it up. Missed the shot, and Buddy drew the charge. Bennett Henry just stood right there. And that was, I'm sorry, who had the drive there? Oh, it's number 3, that's right. Weiss, his first personal. I have 14 fouls, the board says 3, Jerry. Here we go again. Cruz will bring it across midcourt. Hand it off to Henry. Henry to Zepeda Soto driving into the paint. Stops, finds Watkins. He'll take an open 3. He'll hit an open 3. Ben Watkins getting in the groove here. Pushes the lead to 10, 21-11. Approaching 5 minutes to go here in the half. Here is Weiss with the ball guarded by Watkins. Throws it over to Smith. Smith, oh, he's faked me out there. Gives it to Weiss. And there is a quick timeout by Rochester. It's a full. We'll step aside. 4:54 to go in the first half. Shelton 21, Rochester 11. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
And we're back, 10-point lead for the Highclimbers.
Second time out for the Rochester Warriors, and the Highclimbers have established the biggest lead now of 10 points.
It seems a bit noisier here tonight. It's because we have not just one band,
but
we have two, because the junior high band is playing with the high school band, so they've pretty much taken possession of the second half of the bleachers over here to our right, and it's pretty loud when you have all
literally half.
Literally half the section. Rochester has the ball coming out of the timeout. They have 17 on the shot clock as the inbounds goes to Weiss. And another offensive foul on, I think it's going to go on Weiss. Weiss and Watkins have just been battling, and Weiss is pretty much frustrated.
Yeah, that's his second, according to my stats.
Yeah, me too. And now I have 5 team fouls, but board shows 4.
There's. Yeah.
And we shoot at 5, so next whistle will send the Highclimbers to the free throw line. Here's Cordova with the ball on the dribbles, finds Carlton up top. Back to Cordova. Looking to Matt, had it poked out of his hands out of bounds. Good defense there by Cole Smith. Gabe Conklin will step onto the court for the Highclimbers. He's going to replace Bennett Henry. And here comes Journey Bear back in, and Matt Carlton will sit down. So the Highclimber lineup is Cruz, Watkins, Journey Bear, Cordova, and Conklin, who will inbounds it from the sideline. So bounce it into Cordova. Get it over to Cruz. Down it goes to Conklin. Conklin had a guy up off his feet, shuffles it down to Journey Bear. A little turnaround hook. He's hacked in, fouled. I think they're going to get Rodriguez with that one. He was going for the block.
Conklin's been doing a good job of getting that ball into Journey Bear.
So Journey Bear's at the free throw line for 2 free throws after the foul to Rodriguez. I have Ethan down for 2.
That is correct.
Yeah, the board shows 1. Journey Bear puts the first free throw in. Rodriguez is going to sit down, and checking in is going to be Lane Morgan for him. So the second free throw by Journey Bear, that goes in. Makes it 23-11. Largest lead of the night for the Highclimbers at 12. Here's Weiss in backcourt. He'll hand it off to Rotter. Rotter will get it to Nelson, or try to get it to Nelson. Nelson saves it inbounds, goes right into the hands of Journey Bear. Journey Bear to Conklin. Conklin up the far sidelines. Hand it off to Journey Bear between the circles. Hand it off to Cordova. Pull-up jumper at the foul line for Wheatley is off. Rebound knocked out of bounds. I'm going to say it went off of Journey Bear. Although from our angle, it looked like Weiss had a bunch of hands on that ball, but referee saw it different. Backcourt inbounds, goes into Smith. Smith will get it to Rotter, who'll skip to midcourt.
Can't push off with that elbow.
And Rotter goes to the foul line, stops, draws a double team. Watkins reaches in, Cruz is on the body. And I say, who are you going to pick the foul on? It's going to go on Ben Watkins, his first. That's the first foul in the quarter on the Highclimbers. That's the first foul of the game for the Highclimbers.
That's what I have.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Checking into the ball game now is Ricardo Brutini replacing Colton Weiss. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Warriors. Inbounds goes into Rodriguez's hands. Actually, no, that's not Rodriguez, it's Brutini. I changed that, it was Morgan. Boy, I'm really off. Here is Rotter stepping to the foul line with a runner in and out. Rebound goes to Conklin. Conklin will push it up to Cordova. Cordova to the three-point arc near side. Hesitates, drives down to the box, stops, finds Journey Bear. And the cutter is Watkins up and in.
Nice assist from Journey Bear.
Yeah, he saw that coming before anybody else did. Even Watkins. Little mental movement to the hoop. Here's a kick out to the corner to Rotter. Rotter behind the back pass. Journey Bear goes to the floor to get the ball. Gets it to Conklin. Conklin up to Cordova. Cordova to the hoop, up and in. Wheatley Cordova with 8 points, and it's 27-11. Approaching 3 minutes to go here in the half. Highclimbers, Cordova knocked it out of bounds. He knocked it back into the back court. Referee said it's over and back. Looks like Cordova got a piece of it. The referee didn't see it. Calls it over and back, and another turnover on the Rochester Warriors.
I noticed the Rochester guards are pushing off with their elbow when they're dribbling. I'm surprised that hasn't been called more.
Well, you can defend yourself.
You can,
you
but
can't push,
yeah.
But you can put your arm up there and defend.
Exactly.
Protect, I guess, is a better word.
Right.
Protect yourself.
But they're doing more than protecting.
Cody Brotherton will step onto the court for the first time tonight. I haven't seen Cody in quite a while. He did play a lot in the JV game, so we'll get to see him tonight. Here is Cordova at the top. He'll take a three. Just a little off. Journey Bear skies in there for the rebound and is slapped out of bounds and fouled. Journey Bear back to the free throw line. I think that's going to go on Nelson. Is he? Yeah. I'm going to say it's on Tristan Nelson, his first. It is. Journey Bear back to the free throw line for 2 free throws. 2:49 to go here in the half. 27-11 is the score. Journey Bear makes it. Oh, I thought about saying it, Jerry, and he missed it.
I was too, but I'm not going to.
He just missed the first one. It rattled deep in the cup and popped out. Second free throw. That one rattled in, rattled out again, and the rebound pulled down by the Rochester Warriors, and I think it's Weiss gets credit for that. Here is, O'Connor had it. Gives it to Brutini. Brutini will hand it back to O'Connor. O'Connor tries a triple team. Is stolen away by Zepeda Soto. Here's Omar to the hoop one-on-one. Stops, puts it up and in. Omar with, 7 points for him, and it's 29-11. 2:20 to go here in the half. Here is Brutini going up the side of the paint. Missed the shot. Drew the foul. I think it's going to go on Journey Bear. Yep, went on Journey Bear. That sent Ricardo to the free throw line.
Zepeda Soto is doing a nice job of taking the ball to the hoop tonight.
2:15 to go in the half. First free throw by Brutini, just a little off. Highclimbers up 18 points here. Ethan Rodriguez steps back onto the court for the Warriors. Get some height in there for Rochester. Second free throw by Brutini, rattled in. Gives him 6 points. That's the first point since early in the quarter for the Warriors. Here's Journey Bear with the ball. I'll hand it off to Cordova to the foul line. Stops to kick it to the corner to Brotherton. Brotherton was cutting in, and that's a turnover on the Highclimbers. 29-12 score, 2:02 to go in the half. Brutini gets the ball on the inbounds from O'Connor. Skip along and goes to the baseline, hooks it up to Weiss. Weiss for three at the top. That is up and over the backboard. Out of bounds. Be Highclimber ball with 1:46 remaining. Just before I interviewed Coach Krieger, was it just as the half ran out on the JV game, and he made sure to tell his assistants they're not talking out there, meaning his team was very silent, not communicating. Here's Journey Bear going to work under the bucket. He'll put it up, missed it short. Rebound pulled down by Rodriguez. He's fouled from behind by the Highclimbers. Actually, no, that's not Rodriguez. That's Lane Morgan with a rebound. Journey Bear picked up his second personal foul. It's the third team foul on Shelton. Here's Brutini, high post feed to Rodriguez. Had the ball stolen away by Journey Bear. And Journey Bear will get it to Conklin. Conklin all the way up to Cordova in the corner for three. Yes, baby. Wheatley with his third three. Gives him 11 points. And it's a 32-12 lead here with under a minute remaining in the half. Here's Rodriguez trying to go to work. He drug that to pivot foot, turned the ball over. 20 points, the largest lead of the night for the Highclimbers. Jerry.
Yep.
Here's Conklin up the far sidelines to Journey Bear between the circles. I'll hand it off to Cordova. He'll take a three from the top. He'll hit a three from the top. Mentioned in my opening that Wheatley hit 6 threes against this team in their first meeting. He's already got 4. Here's Brutini with a scoop to the hoop and score. Gives him 8. 35-14. 25 seconds remain in the half. Conklin gets a screen from Journey Bear, going to go right to the baseline, stop and leave it for Brotherton, who drives a double team, put it up, it's blocked by Weiss, recovered by Weiss. And Weiss will go behind the back, bringing the ball up to midcourt. Throws it over to Brutini. Brutini way outside. Gonna stop and leave it in the middle to Rodriguez. Rodriguez backs down, Journey Bear, turnaround jumper at the foul line. That's short. Journey Bear with a rebound to Conklin. Conklin's gonna go 3/4 court. Didn't come close, but we're through a half. Shelton 35, Rochester 14. This is Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Webb TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Webb TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Webb TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Now we're back. Here's halftime in the Mini Dome. The Shelton Highclimbers leading 35-14. They did it behind the 14 points from Wheatley Cordova, 7 for Omar Zepeda Soto. We got a 3 for Dante Cruz. We got 5 points for Ben Watkins. A basket for Matt Carlton. A basket for Gabe Conklin, and 2 free throws for Journey Bear Perez. For the Warriors, their leading scorer is Ricardo Brutini. He has 8 points. A 3 for Braden O'Connor and a 3 for Kristen Nelson. That pretty much tells you the story there. We'll have some more statistics from Jerry Apple in just a moment. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Halftime here in the Mini Dome. Shelton Highclimbers leading the Rochester Warriors 35-14. With some more statistics, it's Jerry Apple.
Yes, thank you, Diedrich. Let's start with Rochester. Rochester is 1 for 2 from the foul line, 50%. They are 7 for 15. They only took 15 shots, and they're 46%. They are 3 for 5 from three-point land. They had 14 turnovers, which compared to Shelton's 6. That's a big factor there. Shelton Highclimbers are 3 for 7 from the foul line for 43%. They are 13 for 28 for 46% from the field. 6 for 11 from three-point land, 4 of those being by Wheatley Cordova. He's 4 for 6. So you compare the 6 turnovers for the Highclimbers compared to the 14 for Rochester. The other thing is, and this should give you a good example of why you have such a big spread of 21 points. Shelton had 10 rebounds compared to Rochester's 7. Shelton had 10 assists compared to Rochester's 3. Shelton had 10 steals compared to Rochester's 2. That makes up a lot of that turnovers. The leading rebounder for the Highclimbers is Perez with 3, 5 players with 2 assists each, and Soto and Perez have 3 steals each. Good hustle there by both of those gentlemen. For Rochester, Weiss had 4 rebounds, and 3 players had 1 assist each, and Weiss had 1 steal. Even though Weiss did not score, he certainly was all over the court as far as assists and steals. So that's the difference. Basically, it's turnovers and steals.
Right.
Thank you, Daryl White.
Yeah, Daryl White with that with those statistics as well. 35-14 is the score here at halftime. I want to point out, Jerry, and I don't know if you noticed because your view's kind of blocked, Highclimbers weren't in the locker room, if at all, because they were out here doing their warm-up almost immediately within 2 minutes of. And what do you have to talk about if you're up 21 at half?
No, just keep them warm.
Yeah,
let them shoot.
Loose. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's no. Go ahead.
Just a small observation that I noticed that they were already out doing their warm-ups. And Rochester did come out just about 2 minutes ago, so a little bit more you got to talk about. We got the third quarter coming up. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with that. This is Mason Web TV powered by HCC.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Waiting for the start of the third quarter. 35-14 is the score. The Highclimbers will come out with the ball. Jerry?
Well, I want to thank our sponsors. They're great.
They're great. Well, they are great. We do appreciate them jumping on board. Highclimbers will have Cordova, Perez, Cruz, Conklin, and Zepeda Soto on the court to start the third quarter. The Warriors counter, it looks like Roder, Weiss, Brutini, Rodriguez, and who am I missing? Missing the guy in the far corner. I can't see his number. Well, the inbounds goes to Zepeda Soto. Handed off to Conklin. Conklin spins to the foul line. Out to Cruz. Cruz extra pass to Zepeda Soto down to Journey Bear. Journey Bear turns and dumps it in the middle. Cruz cut to the basket and dribbles out. Finds Cordova in the paint. He'll put it up and miss the shot. Rebound pulled down by the Warriors. O'Connor, that's the fifth guy out there in blue. He'll hand it off to Roder. Roder at midcourt, met by Cruz. Spins by Cruz on the dribble to the foul line, to the paint, puts it up, misses, well, hits the shot, but the foul, the whistle went way before the shot.
Yeah, Dante Cruz.
It'll be Dante's first team foul on the Highclimbers. Highclimbers have played a pretty clean game here tonight so far. I only have,
they have only 4 fouls.
4 fouls, yeah. Baseline inbounds goes to O'Connor. He'll get it to Roder. Roder will dribble up top and reset for the Warriors. Swing it over to Brutini into the corner to Weiss. Up top, but nope, stolen away by Cruz. Cruz going the other way. He's got a 1-on-2. He's going to spin and leave it there for Conklin, who ran the floor. Knocked out of bounds by Weiss. Cordova was there to save it, but he didn't have to. It hit the baseline. Be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Conklin will trigger the play right, or actually left of the backboard. Inbounds to Zepeda Soto. Up fakes a couple times, missed the shot, and got it again and put it up and in. Omar with 9 points so far.
He is so strong. Been in the weight room a lot in the last year.
Here's Rotter getting by the defense of Cruz. The pull-up jumper at the foul line. He's going to be fouled. I think they got Cruz with back-to-back fouls here.
Yeah.
Just talked about how clean the ball game has been. The Highclimbers get a quick 2 here in a minute and 7 seconds. That does send Carson Rotter to the free throw line for 2 free throws this time. Short on the first one. He'll get another one. Nice crowd here tonight, gotta say.
Yeah.
Does help when half the stands on this side are filled up with band members, but, you know, it's still a nice crowd. Second free throw by Rotter is off the mark. Rebound Cordova for the Highclimbers. He'll get it to Conklin, and here come the Highclimbers. Here's Perez on the dribbles. Leaves it for Omar Zepeda Soto. He'll drive baseline to the box, to the hoop, puts it up and in.
Boy, he is unstoppable underneath.
A lot of confidence in Omar on the dribble. Rotter will bring the ball across midcourt. Finds Weiss. Weiss the foul line. Step back 3 for Weiss. That's short rebound Zepeda Soto. Omar will bring the ball up the court. Leave it there in the middle for Perez. Hand it off to Cordova. He'll just take a 3. Missed it. Cruz with the rebound. Up fakes once. Puts it up. Missed it. Ball is tapped and controlled by O'Connor. Actually, that's going to be Rotter. He pushed it up the court to Brutini. It's knocked out of bounds. Oh, we got a foul on Cordova, it looks like. Yep, that's Wheatley's first.
It is. The thing is, the ball was out of bounds when the foul was created.
Yeah. It's all right. Look at the scoreboard, 39-14.
I know.
6:04 to go in the third quarter. Baseline inbounds. Inbounds goes into Smith, who checked in. Out it goes to O'Connor. Missed the 3. Rebound goes to Journey Bear. And here's Zepeda Soto up the far sideline. Back to Journey Bear in the center of the court. Hand it off to Cordova. He's going to drive. Little pull-up jumper off the glass and in for Wheatley. 16 points for Wheatley Cordova, and it's 41-14. 5:40 to go, third quarter. Here's O'Connor with the ball. Swing it over to Brutini. Fakes baseline, goes to the middle, kick it to the corner. Here is a 3 on the way by O'Connor. That's off. Rebound right there is Rotter. His outlet is just stolen away by Zepeda Soto. Actually, that was Smith on the rebound. And Zepeda Soto is trying to find some space under the basket. He'll spin out of that, find Cordova at the foul line. He'll take a step to the hoop and up and in. Wheatley has 18 now. He was shooting 3 in their first meeting. Tonight he's going to the hoop. Approaching 5 minutes to go, third quarter, 43-14. Here's Rotter with a desperation shot around Journey Bear, draws a foul. Cruz was there as well. Who's going to get the foul? Looks like it's going to go on Journey Bear. That's his third. Sends Rotter back to the free throw line, where he has not done too well here. He's 0 for 2. Here's the first one. Got that one. They'll get another one with 5:01 to go in third quarter. Makes it 43-15. Journey Bear having a nice conversation with one of the referees after that free throw. Here's the second free throw by Rotter. That's off. Rebound Journey Bear. And his little outlet to Conklin is going to be knocked out of bounds, but there was contact by Brutini. That's his first team foul on the Warriors. They put 21 up on the board. There is no 21. There's a little bit of press put on, and Zepeda Soto gets the ball up the sidelines to the foul line, hesitates, had the ball slapped out of his hands, picked up by Rotter. Rotter pushing the pace for the Warriors the other way.
That's only the 7th turnover for the Highclimbers.
Here's Rotter getting by Journey Bear to the hoop. Journey Bear got him from behind with the block and the recovery. Here's Cruz, lob it to Zepeda Soto, who hesitates, puts it up, missed it, got his own rebound, up fakes again, got it blocked, got it back, then he's going to be hacked and foul. Only takes him 3 times to draw something.
Well, he's having a good night.
Yeah, he's got 11 points so far. He's at the free throw line for a couple more. They're going to put the foul on Brutini. Can't be on Ricardo. Nope, it went on Smith, his first. Zepeda Soto hit the first free throw. He'll get another one. A couple of substitutions for the Warriors. Looks like Morgan returns for Rochester, as does Nelson. So Rodriguez and looks like Brutini will sit down. Second free throw by Omar goes in.
3 for 3 from the foul line.
45-15 and 4:20 to go here in the third. Shelton with the lead. Rochester with the ball. Here is Nelson at the top. Get it to Smith. Smith gonna dribble. And he'll send it to the corner to Morgan. Morgan back up to Smith. Smith at the elbow beyond the three-point arc. Down to the baseline. Goes to Rotter. Rotter gets a screen, drives into the paint. Kicks it out of the far corner. Here's O'Connor for three. That's off. Rebound. Cruz comes up with it out of the paint on the run the other way for the Highclimbers. He'll one-handed to Zepeda Soto. Omar hesitates, waits for Journey Bear to give him a screen. Gonna go the opposite direction and leave it for Cordova for three. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound, tap. And Cordova grabs it on the sidelines. Resets for the Highclimbers. Here's Zepeda Soto with another fake three to the foul line. Stops. Out to Cruz. Cruz down to Journey Bear. Journey Bear on the box. No help coming. He's gonna go. Nope, he's gonna kick it out to Cordova. Tap pass to Zepeda Soto at the top for three and hits it. That's Omar's first three. And an inbounds. That was an interesting inbounds. Nelson knocked it off the back of Rotter and then picked it up and then gave it back to Rotter. Rotter down and finds Morgan, who puts it up and in. Lane Morgan with his first basket of the night makes it 48-17. 3 minutes to go, third quarter now. Highclimbers with the lead in the ball. Here's Cordova. Fakes the three, drives the foul line, kick it to Conklin. Conklin side of the paint, had his pocket picked by Smith, recovered by Nelson. Nelson will slow it down, and he's in the front court. Throw it to Smith for three. That's out the back of the iron. Rebound tapped out and right into the hands of Rotter. Rotter attacks and then turns around. I leave it for the cutter, but overthrew Nelson. Recovered by Zepeda Soto. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Timeout by the Highclimbers. I believe it's the 30, so we'll keep it right here.
That's our first timeout. The Highclimbers.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. X with the handle @MasonWebTV. You can also use that handle to find us on YouTube and Twitch. Consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified the next time we upload a video or go live like we are tonight. Also, if you have a moment, please give a big thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah.
They include Hood Canal Communications, Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Need to come up with a better acronym for that. Mason PUD 3, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate, Mason County PUD number 1, and Mason Health. So Highclimbers had the ball coming out of the timeout. 2:31 to go in the third. They lead 48-17. Checking into the ball game for the first time is Jeremy Myers, number 32. Inbounds goes to Zepeda Soto in the front court. Conklin, that was Carlton also in there. He's getting the ball on the box on the side of the paint. Actually, back to Zepeda Soto. Draws three guys to him. Up faked one, up off in his back, and that'll be a foul on Lane Morgan. That's his second.
That was a nice pass by Matt Carlton.
I have 2 team fouls on the Rochester Warriors, Jerry. Is there 2 or 3? Do you know?
I do not know.
No, I have. Well, I'm going to put down 3. Here's an inbounds from the baseline to Cordova. Missed the 3. Rebound goes to Myers. Myers triple teamed and jump ball called. And alternating possession will go to the Warriors. But Myers got a big hand from the crowd here, Jerry, for his first touch of the ball on the varsity level. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter. 48-17 our score. Shelton with the lead. Rochester with the ball. Here's Rotter. Into the corner to O'Connor. Down to the box to Nelson. Back to O'Connor at the foul line. Out to Smith. Smith fakes the 3, drives the foul line. Kick it out to the top to O'Connor. He'll fake the 3, drive to the side of the paint. Try to spin around, and he's going to be, he's going to travel. Thought that we're going to get Myers with the reach, but nope, he traveled before that. And that'll be a Highclimber ball with 1:49 to go. third quarter. Leading by 48-17 is our score. Here is Cordova with the ball. Going to go middle on the dribble. Hand it off to Zepeda Soto. Gets a screen from Carlton to the foul line on the dribble. Zepeda Soto had the ball slapped out of his hands, recovered by Rotter. Up to Smith. Smith will go to the hoop, lay it off the glass and in. Cole Smith with his first points of the night. Makes it 48-19. Here's Carlton between the circles. Hand it off to Cordova. Cordova to the foul line. Bounce it back to Carlton. Can't handle the pass. Rotter will let it go out of bounds. And Myers tried to save it. Couldn't get to it. It'll be Rochester ball in the backcourt. 1:10 to go in the third. As Rotter goes up the far sidelines to the three-point arc. Goes to the foul line and leaves it there for Roderick. Actually, no, that's Morgan. Morgan gets the ball in the box. Kick it out to Rotter. Runner in the paint over Carlton. It's off. Rebound tapped in, controlled. Oh, actually, it run into the hand to O'Connor. And a jump ball called? Or is it a foul? Nope, it's a jump ball is called. That'll go over the Highclimbers. 50 seconds remaining here in the third. Actually, they pointed in the white direction as Bennett Henry checks into the ball game for the Highclimbers. Zepeda Soto, Myers, Cordova, Carlton, and Henry on the court for Shelton. Myers with the ball. He'll dribble to the three-point arc, hand it off to Henry, finds Zepeda Soto at the foul line. He'll turn around. Stop on the dribble, hand it to Cordova. Cordova beyond the three-point arc, working that left side. He'll get a screen drive baseline, going to go right to the hoop, lays it off the glass. Missed it. Rebound is to Carlton. His putback fell off, but he drew the fouls. Matt Carlton at the free throw line. Foul went on Lane Morgan. I have 3 on Lane, Jerry. They have 2 on the board.
Yeah, I have 2. But
you have 2? Okay. First free throw by Carlton rattled in. He'll get another one. Makes it 49-19.
That's his first points?
That's his third point. Second free throw goes in.
2 for 2 from the foul line.
50-19 now with 25 seconds remaining in the third. Here is O'Connor to the foul line. Bounce it to Smith. Smith will fake the pass up middle, drive to the side of the paint, put it off the glass, missed it. Rebound tapped by Henry. Carlton can't get to it in time. His toe is on the baseline. It'll be a Rochester ball with 11.5 seconds remaining. Baseline inbounds. Smith will trigger the play. Left of the backboard. Get it in up top to O'Connor. Finds Rotter. Rotter down to Smith. Smith back up top. Here's O'Connor for 3 at the top. That's short. Rebound Carlton. Carlton will bounce it over to Zepeda Soto, and the quarter will run out. So we're through 3 quarters. Shelton 50, Rochester 19. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Warriors start the fourth quarter with the ball. We have Hines in there for the first time tonight for Rochester. He will do the inbound honors. Gives it in the backcourt to Smith. Smith will shuffle it over to Nelson. Nelson trying to drive baseline on Henry. Drives the side of the paint, slipped. Gets it up top to O'Connor. O'Connor 2 big steps down the paint, missed it. Rebound pulled down by Myers. Myers will push it up to Watkins. Watkins back to the three-point arc. Finds Carlton to the box. He'll go to work. Nice step around, puts it up short. Got his own rebound, puts it up over his head and in. That's his second field goal. Makes it 52-19. 7:25 to go in the ball game. Here's Smith in the far corner. Up top it goes to Hines. Hines one dribble back to Smith. Smith will drive to the foul line, hook it back to Nelson. Nelson fakes the free, drives the foul line, takes a big step into the paint, off the glass and in. Tristan Nelson with his 5th point of the night. Myers will get it into Cordova for the Highclimbers. No hurry here, and control this game. Cordova between the circles, working the opposite side. Hands it off to Myers, will take a 3. That rims off, rebound, poked into the corner and out of bounds off of Henry, I believe. It'll be Rochester ball. Kind of felt that was going to come for Myers, didn't you, Jerry?
Yeah, how many points do you have for Cordova?
Cordova, 18? I have 18, yes.
Good.
So another substitution returning to the ball game for the Warriors is Brutini.
Yeah, he had 22 down there, didn't he?
Yes, Rochester. He did. Here's Rodriguez with the ball. Back to Brutini. He'll dribble to the foul line, down the lane. He'll kick it to the corner, and we're going to have a offensive foul, player control foul on Brutini. That is going to be his second. The first team foul on the Warriors in the quarter. 6:35 to go in the ball game. Shelton 52, Rochester 21. Myers stood in there and took that charge. Here's the ball coming across midcourt. Finds Carlton between the circles. Hands it off. Here's Henry for 3. That one rims off. Tapped up by Watkins. Goes right to Myers. Myers will hook it back to Cordova. Gets the ball back, and then Cordova will reset. They're looking for Carlton on the box on the far side. Myers will lob it to him. Extra pass to the foul line elbow, and Cordova hit a jumper. Wheatley with 20 points.
Give the assist to Carlton.
54-21 now. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Here's Smith, guarded by Watkins, crossing midcourt to the three-point arc. Hand it off to Brutini to the foul line elbow. Kick it over to Hines. Hines will fake the 3 and put it up top to Brutini. He'll drive the paint. 2 big steps down the side of the paint, up and in. 10 points for Ricardo. Makes it 54-23 with 5:40 to go. Shelton with the lead in the ball. Here's Myers with it for the Climbers. Cordova to top. He's going to draw a foul on Brutini, it looks like. Got a little tied up in Wheatley's hands. And Colton Weiss will step on for the Warriors, sitting down
How many fouls did you have on Brutini?
To Smith. I have 3 on
I do too.
him. Here's a inbounds. Down it goes to Carlton. Waits for help. Nobody comes. He's going to dribble into the paint. Nice step around. Oh, missed the hook shot around Rodriguez, who pulled down the rebound. He'll get it to Hines. Hines center of the court to Brutini. Brutini top of the key on the dribbles. Had the ball slapped out of his hands, but it was going to be a foul on. It was on Watkins or it went on Cordova. Couldn't see the hand signal.
Yeah, Matt Carlton's really working on those big man moves. Doing a good job.
Don't know who that foul was on. Jerry, they're not it went on Cordova. It's his second. There we go. Finally posted. Baseline inbounds. And it goes to Weiss. Weiss to the foul line, out to Hines. Hines one dribble back to Weiss. I hand it off to Hines. Hines up top on the dribble. Gets the ball back. And a near steal there as Roadheaver's in the ball game. Here's Rodriguez. Turnaround jumper up and in over both Henry and Carlton.
Yeah, nice shot. Nice way to use the backboard.
Here's Myers the other way. To Carlton. To Henry, he'll take a 3. That's short. Rebound goes to Watkins. He'll get it to Cordova. Runner in the paint, up and in the foul. Wheatley Cordova to the free throw line for possible 3-point play. The foul went on Brutini. Makes it 56-25 with 4:21
now
to go.
they do have 4 fouls on him. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense now.
Yeah. And, so Wheatley Cordova is at the free throw line for a three-point play, and he hit it.
Yeah, that was his first foul shot attempt.
Cody Brotherton will step onto the court for Shelton. Looks like Wheatley sat down. He's got 23 points tonight. So it's Carlton, Watkins, Myers, Brotherton, and Henry on the court for Shelton. For the Warriors, it's Roadheaver, Brutini, Rodriguez, Hines, and Weiss. Here's Brutini to the hoop, puts it up. They're going to get Myers with a foul there. He wasn't quite set that time. Brutini at the free throw line.
First foul on Myers.
Did he hit that? Yeah, he did. Okay. And so it's a possible three-point play for Ricardo. I didn't see he hit that shot, but he did. That gives him 12 points. Free throw, it rattled in. Gives him 13 points. Makes it 57-28. Approaching 4:10 to go here in the ball game as Myers will step across midcourt on the dribble. He's going to go to the foul line elbow and take a shot and hit it. Jeremy Myers with his first varsity points.
He's a happy one right now. That's his first points varsity this year.
Yeah. And then Brutini tried to kick a pass to Hines, overthrew him out of bounds.
And the players are letting him know.
Yeah.
That's great.
Here's Brotherton in the backcourt for the Highclimbers. They're leading 59-28. Brotherton up to the top. He'll hand it off to Henry. Henry gets the defense to sag off him. He'll dribble up top. Get it over to Myers. Myers to Watkins in the far corner looking for Carlton. Then finds Myers again. He'll take another three. That's off the back of the iron. Carlton comes up with a rebound tied up by Rodriguez as the jump ball stays with the Highclimbers. Ooh, Watkins kind of fell on the foot there, and he's kind of coming up gimpy there. I don't know if he'll be all right. They're going to get Zepeda Soto in for Watkins. And Rotter returns, replacing Hines. LaShawn Hines will sit down. Baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Brotherton will trigger the play to the left of the backboard. Slaps the ball once and get in the corner to Myers. Myers one dribble had his pass deflected out of bounds by Rotter. They say it went off of Myers' hand out of bounds. It'll be a Rochester ball with 3:27 remaining. Brutini gets the inbound from the sidelines. He'll dribble up top. It's going to be met by Brotherton. Loses the handle ball, rolls out to Rotter. Rotter dribbles. He's going to hand it off to Brutini. Brutini to the foul line. I'll leave it there for Roadheaver. Finds Rotter. Rotter to the side of the paint again. Steps back over to Roadheaver. Fakes the shot, drives in, pull-ups, and misses. Omar Zepeda Soto with the rebound. He's going to be fouled by Weiss. It's 3 on him. 13th foul on the Warriors. 3:02 to go in the ball game. Shelton 59, Rochester 28. Myers with the ball. He'll hand it back to Zepeda Soto. Over to Myers. Myers to the three-point arc. Finds Henry running the baseline. He can't get the runner to go. Carlton right there for the rebound and the putback. Matt Carlton with 8 points. Makes it 61-28. 2:40 to go here in the ballgame. Here is Brutini. Hands it off to Rodriguez. And back to Brutini. Saved by Weiss, too. Brutini saved at midcourt. Here's Weiss with it. Bounce it over to Rotter. Rotter's going to drive to the middle of the court. Puts up a runner off the glass and in for Carson Rotter. That's 3 points for him. And it's 61-30. 2:15 remaining. Here's Myers, the top of the key on the dribble, stops. Little lob pass over to Brotherton, to Henry. Henry still working at the top of the key. Hand it off to Carlton. Back to Myers. Myers to the foul line. Hesitates. Going to get a runner in the paint. That one rolls around. Carlton for the rebound and the putback. Yep. Matt Carlton hit the double-digit mark there. And the inbounds goes to Brutini. Brutini will cross midcourt on the run. His pass to Rodgers deflected and out of bounds it goes. Nelson will return for the Warriors. And Roadheaver will sit down. So 30-second timeout called by the Warriors with 1:43 remaining. Hey, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, helps you know what local government is doing with live video streams of meetings for the Mason County Commission, the Shelton School Board, the North Mason School Board, the Port of Allen Commission, and Mason County Fire District 12. Watch these meetings and watch the past meetings of these entities as well as the Shelton City Council. Mason Web TV also covers the Port of Shelton Commission, the League of Women Voters of Mason County, and select informational meetings from the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce, the North Mason Chamber of Commerce, and the North Mason Community Voice. If you want to see what's going on, check out MasonWebTV.com daily. So 1:43 to go in the ball game. 63 for Shelton, 30 for Rochester. The Highclimbers have the ball coming out of the timeout. Cepeda Soto looks the floor over, and then we'll get it into the backcourt to Myers. Myers will step across midcourt to the top of the key. Gets a screen from Carlton. He'll hesitate at the foul line. Little scoop shot, it goes in. Myers with 4 points all in the quarter. Here's Weiss bringing the ball up for Rochester. Finds Rotter between the circles. Spins away from the defense, right in the body of Cepeda Soto. And then we're going to get a foul. I think it's going to go on Myers. It'll be 2 fouls on him. 3 team fouls on the Highclimbers here in the quarter. 1:17 remains. Sideline inbounds. Brutini gets it into Weiss. Weiss between the circles. High post feed to Rodriguez. He'll kick it out to Rotter. Takes a 3 in the corner. Hits it. Gives him 6 points tonight. So we approach 1 minute. Myers crosses midcourt on the dribble for the Highclimbers. Top of the key. Gets a screen from Carlton. Hands it off to Brotherton. Brotherton down the lane. He'll kick it to the top of the key in Cepeda Soto, who dribble penetrates. Finds Myers. Myers looking for Carlton. Gets it down to man on the box. He'll extra pass to Brotherton. It puts up a shot that just popped out. Rebound knocked out of bounds by the Warriors. It'll be Highclimber ball.
Yeah, nice pass again by Matt Carlton.
Baseline inbounds for Shelton. Henry will trigger the play. Right of the backboard. Looking and trying to get it in. He finds the cutter. That's Cepeda Soto. He'll put it up and in. Omar with 18 points. Makes it 67-33. 35 seconds to go here. And here's Rotter to the foul line. Kick it to Weiss for 3 in the corner. In and out. Rebound Carlton. And the shot clock is off with 23 seconds remaining, and Brotherton has a ball. Highclimbers don't have to put up a shot for the rest of the game. Brotherton spins by the defense of Brutini. Hand it off to Myers. Myers will hold the ball near midcourt, and they'll leave him alone and let him run out this clock. Rochester is heading to the bench here as the clock goes to triple zeros. Shelton gets back on the winning track, knocks off Rochester 67-33. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and give you some stats. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
The The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
It's a final here in the Mini Dome. The Shelton Highclimbers get back on the winning track and knock off the Rochester Warriors 67-33. The Highclimbers did it behind the 23 points for Wheatley Cordova, 18 from Omar Zepeda Soto, 10 for Matt Carlton, 5 for Ben Watkins, 4 for Jeremy Myers, 3 for Dante Cruz, and a basket for Gabe Conklin. Leading scorer for the Warriors, 15 points from Ricardo Brutini. Unfortunately, he didn't get a lot of other help. Carson Rotter finished with 6 points, 3 points for Braden O'Connor, 2 for Cole Smith, 2 for Tristan Nelson, and a basket for Lane Morgan. Oh yes, and Ethan Rodriguez also had a 2. Almost forgot about that. So that's how we stand here in the scoring-wise. Jerry's still doing some addition and stuff over there. And while we wait for that, we'll talk about what's coming up. The Highclimbers go back on the road Tuesday, traveling to Aberdeen. The Warriors have a quick turnaround playing at Tumwater tomorrow night. So, Jerry, you ready?
Yes. Let's start off with Rochester Warriors. They were 3 for 7 from the field, foul line, 3 for 7. They were 12 for 37 from the field for 32%. So they made 4 of 11 threes. They had 19 turnovers. Shelton was 8 for 12 from the foul line for 66%. They were 28 for 62 from the field for 45%. 7 for 15 from three-point land. They only had 12 turnovers. That in itself is good. Now, here's some interesting statistics from Darrell White. Shelton had 29 rebounds compared to Rochester's 14. Shelton had 17 assists compared to Rochester's 8. Shelton had 14 steals compared to 3 steals by Rochester. The leading rebounder for the Highclimbers was Carlton, Matt Carlton, with 8 rebounds. Perez had 4 assists. Soto had 5 steals. I think Perez also had 4 rebounds. Rick Wise had 4 rebounds. Brutini and Rotter had 2 assists. 3 people for Rochester had 2 steals. So you can see that the Highclimbers went to the foul line more.
Yep.
They had less turnovers, 18 compared to 12 for Shelton, and they outshot them, 28 to 62 out of 62 for 45% compared to 32% for Rochester. So the statistics tell the story.
Okay.
Thank you, Darryl.
Yes, thank you, Darryl. Let's see here. Our next broadcast is Tuesday when the North Mason boys host Olympic. Tip-off in Belfair is 7 p.m. Our next Shelton broadcast is Wednesday when the Lady Highclimbers host Aberdeen. And on Thursday, the Shelton boys host Centralia as the regular season starts to wind down. That would have been the last home game for the boys, but we had that missed game against WF West. That is scheduled for the
February
following Monday, which is February 5th. Unfortunately, I'm not available.
But I'm going to come to the game if I can and keep a track.
Well, that's down the road. Right now, the Highclimbers are sitting in 4th place.
Yes.
They need a little help to move up. They need Black Hills to lose a few or lose out. Highclimbers need to win. They need WF West to also lose, or they have to beat them. That would also help their position. But right now, as it stands, they're in 4th place, and if the playoffs were to start today, they would travel to Hawkinson.
Yeah, so Shelton needs to win their last 2 games.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And get a little help.
Yeah, you get
if they want to move up from 4.
Yeah.
But like the coach said, he doesn't worry about that until the end of the season. Worry about what's now.
Take one game at a time.
Right. Okay. So, you have anything else, Jerry?
No, I don't. That was a good game by the Highclimbers.
Way to rebound after those stifling losses to Tumwater and then that heartbreaker at Black Hills.
They were close games. They were close games.
Yeah. Okay, well, that will do it for us in the Mini Dome tonight. My thanks to Jerry Apple, Darrell White, and Aiden Yu for their help with the broadcast. Final again, Shelton 67, Rochester 33. We'll talk to you on Tuesday from Belfair. You've been watching high school basketball on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.